This morning I thought I'd check in and do a quick video for a couple of reasons. First of all, to give you a quick laugh at my hair. Might be hard to believe, but I do have another life outside of running. Not much of one these days, admittedly. So I went out last night, had a bit of an exhibition opening, and did my hair for that, and it's still going this morning. And you don't normally see my hair like this. Normally it's plastered down in my face with sweat or covered up in a bandana. So I'm only about a K or two into this morning's run when I thought I would stop so that you can see that in all its glory, which has absolutely nothing to do with running. What does have to do with running is what I wanted to talk about this morning was there's a really big race on today called the Hyson 105. It's a 105 kilometre race, and I'm not doing it. And so I suppose what I was going to talk about was sacrifice, and the notion that anyone who's ever practiced or trained for something, whether that was a sporting event or learning a musical instrument or whatever it is that you're trying to get better at, will recognise that those things take time, and inevitably the larger the endeavour that you're undertaking, the more effort and time you need to put into it. And the problem is that not only do you miss out on things like, you know, maybe social events or time with friends or whatever it is, but sometimes you miss out on doing other events. So when you're training for a run, you can't necessarily do every run you want along the way. So I'm feeling incredibly left out today. The Hyson 105 is something that, you know, I'd really love to do. Lots of my really good running buddies are doing it. But given that we're only a few weeks away from Nepal, for me to go and do a run of that distance, it would probably just be silly of me, because the chance of me picking up a niggle or an injury or just needing some, you know, real time off afterwards is going to be incredibly high, and that would put my Nepal run in jeopardy. So I've had to sacrifice doing one running event for another one. And, you know, and that's pretty normal. Most people, you know, don't do every single event going around. You have to pick and choose. But, you know, that's part of the process when you take these things on, and that's sort of what I wanted to touch on today. The other thing I'm doing is I am probably going to have a little landmark today, and that is I'm going to crack 100 Ks in a week. Now, I don't normally run anywhere near that amount. Obviously, it's nowhere near the amount that I'll need to run in a week in Nepal. It's, you know, less than half. But for me to run 100 Ks in a week is quite a lot. Actually, that's how much those guys are running in a day today. So, you know, I'm not sort of putting it out there as being the most amazing amount of kilometres ever, but, you know, it's a fair chunk of Ks for me. And, you know, it's part of how I'm trying to build up in the lead up to Nepal. And one of the other things that I'm doing today is I'm trying out some new stuff. So this Salomon backpack is a fantastic backpack. The hydration pack comes with you know, water in the back and a little tube here to drink out of. And it also comes with a couple of bottle packs at the front. The problem is, as I get tired and start to run longer distances, I find them just a little bit annoying to get in and out. I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but everything that you can do to make your life easier in an endurance event is worth trying. So what I've got is I've got a different kind of bottle packed in here. As you can see, there's this massive big sort of plastic straw here, so that when I'm running, if my hydration pack is empty, or if I have a different kind of drink in one of my bottles, I don't have to pull it out. I can just lean over and get a drink. That wasn't very gracious or well-mannered, I know, but just showing you that the water comes out. And so yeah, so I'm going to try that. Hopefully I'm not going to take an eye out, because it occurs to me if I'm not wearing glasses and I lean down, that's going to go straight into my bloody face. So there's a sort of a minor technical difficulty there. So I'm going to experiment a little bit with that and keep it turned away. I'm also going to see if I can, you know, chop it down when I know what length it needs to be. Luckily for me, the other thing I'm trying out today are these fancy new Nike sunglasses. So on the off chance that I do lean down, hopefully it won't poke my eye out. So that's the update for today. Better keep going. I've got quite a few Ks to go to crack that 100. And yeah, I'll see you next time.